Good morning and welcome to the Islamic Finance Weekly, where we discuss and capture the activities in the non-interest finance market. According to the State of the Global Islamic Economy Report 2020 to 2021, the modest fashion industry was valued at $277 billion and is estimated to reach $402 billion by 2024. The largest Islamic clothing top markets are Turkey, United Arab Emirates, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, and Indonesia. The modest fashion from the Islamic point of view is an emerging phenomenon that offers non-adherent and non-transparent clothes that cover a large part of the body, respecting the religion's dictates. It is seen as a growing industry in the fashion sector and has spread throughout the world, bringing the attention of global fashion houses and famous designers. Looking at fashion, women empowerment, and prioritizing gender inclusion in Nigeria, on this episode, I'll be discussing Halal Fashion, gender inclusion, and economic empowerment. Joining me virtually for this conversation is Mrs. Ola Olabimpe, founder of Sisters Chillin and also the convener of the World Hijab Day Lagos Funfair. Good morning, Mrs. Olabimpe. Thank you for coming on the program.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
And happy International Women's Day to us. We're in the month of women. This is March and we still celebrate women.
Exactly. Happy International Women's Day.
Yes. All right, so let's start the conversation. Yeah. Recently the world celebrated the International Women's Day, which is set aside to celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women across society. How is the Muslim Women's Network supporting socio-economic development?
To start with, I say, normally there's this saying that I like to start with that says, when you train a woman, you train a nation.
Yeah.
So going by that, we as Muslim women, we've been growing in terms of creating organizations and social groups that in the past, though it's growing, but in the past I noticed it was more of the faith-based, but now we have so many little groups and major groups coming up that are focusing on educating the public, educating the women, health, politics, leadership, and all these areas, health, leadership, economy, all these areas are churning out people who are better off than what we used to have before, that are contributing to the society in their own little way also. Like, for example, the ones that are focusing on entrepreneurship, starting business, leadership. These people come out and are working in the same society we're talking about and developing us as a nation. Yes. So I'll say yes, we are contributing positively to the socioeconomic development of Nigeria.
Women are doing great things around the world, but they need to be inspired to attain leadership in business and management, amongst others. So, modest fashion is a concept for women who desire to be beautiful on the outside and inside. You are the founder of Sisters Chillin and the convener of World Hijab Day Lagos Funfair. What is your role in imparting the concepts and knowledge of modest fashion to Nigerian girls and women beyond religious misconceptions?
Starting Sisters Chillin as a group, I had in mind of upholding the Muslim sisterhood and developing the Muslim woman. Because of the way things have been in the past and the way people perceive a Muslim woman, they just believe she should not be seen or heard. She should just be at the background. So, and I noticed while I was after school, while I was working, I noticed that there's this gap of we wanting to be part of something. And I started Sisters Chillin so that we could help ourselves grow, to face the challenges, because the challenges our mothers face is different from what we are facing. And that was what birthed Sisters Chillin. And with one major thing that was our problem then I don't know if you've seen the Sisters Chillin logo. It actually has a woman with a hijab and one without the hijab.
Without it.
This is because we were having that issue of some of us were like, when I started Sisters Chillin, I wasn't covering fully. Alhamdulillah, or for where I am today, I wasn't covering fully then, and we had so many people having that challenge of there was no modest fashion industry like it is today. So everybody was just trying an error. You wake up today, tomorrow you try to do the job. You don't understand your style, how to incorporate your person into your style. But with the growth of and modest fashion industry right now, you can see that we are training the young women, educating them. Like 2 weeks ago, last week, rather, the 27th of February, we had the World Hijabs Day event here in Lagos, and our focus was training the Muslim woman how to be more comfortable in your identity, because whether we like it or not, hijab is an identity of a Muslim woman. So we're training how can you key it into your own personal style without going out of the boundaries of Islam. How to like feel comfortable to face those who are trying to discriminate or bully the Muslimah because she's wearing an hijab, because a lot of Muslim women are running away from the hijab just because they don't want to be bullied. And we see that happening in schools, the nursing school the other time, the Kwara Ilorin issues of recent. And that has been a serious issue that we need to encourage ourselves and constantly remind ourselves that the modest industry is our thing. Funny enough, it's not just Muslims that want to dress modestly. They are not the only one preaching less skin. I know the Christians don't support sexual appealing clothing like that. If you go deep into the religion, the traditional ones too, they have their limits. You can't go about. So the modest industry fashion, we're saying that even if the word fashion is not into it, the Muslim woman's dressing and the way she represents Islam in her appearance should be like a basic like any other person is wearing. Don't we try to encourage our Muslim sisters that just know what you're wearing is yes, it tells people that you're a Muslim, but you yourself as a person, you need to promote what God has put in there. It's about what is in the brain, not just the clothing. And the Muslimah fashion, if you notice the way trends has been changing, people are using abaya as corporate wears and it looks so matured. People are using the hijab with the jackets, and those are things that we didn't do before. Those are things that are just happening with the education and the ideas that are coming from the even the American brands. You see the big names. Okay, we now we have the bikini, the swimming suits that the hijab concept has been adapted to. Now it's a long tunic gown, and there is an hijab to it. It was birthed from the modest fashion industry.
Having more women as leaders in various sectors will engender growth in the society, considering their tolerance and listening skills. What are the factors limiting women from ascending the top management positions in organizations?
I'll say that's more of like a myth, in the sense that there's this unsaid patriarchy rule that we've been brought up with, and that tells us that the women should take the back seat. So, but if you look at the reality of things, look at the financial industry of recent, there was a time that back to back just had CEOs that were women, and they changed those banks around. So it has nothing to do with, you can't, it's just like you said now. You said tolerance and what again did you mention? Listening skills. These are skills. Anybody can learn a skill. If I want to be better at listening, all I need to do is learn how to. So if it's just a tag just to color our mind and remind us that the kitchen is our home, kind of our duty post, which is old school. Because right now, a lot of women in general are already strategically positioning themselves. I won't be surprised if we have, like, in the political circle by next year where the election is going on, we have more women winning more positions, key positions, because we are tired of that narrative and people are already moving forward. It's not like what it used to be. So I don't believe we have limitation based on those are limitations placed on us. We can walk past that. And we've been doing it.
But we know there are still gender biases and stereotyping in the work.
Yes. Oh, that one, like I heard there was supposed to be, was it yesterday, supposed to be a protest regarding the gender bill that was turned down.
Yeah.
Now,
It was condemned.
I keep saying we need to work together. That's one, as women. We need to support ourselves. We just cannot let the men keep dictating to us. Now, I know the benefits of God. There's a reason why God created men and women. So we need to work together. Yes. But when there are people that can do it better and they are women and you just say, go and sit at home, your kitchen is supposed to be your home, your husband's room, you are demoralizing. We are both humans. We both have brains. We both compete. Even some put women in some position, you'll be shocked. They'll flog the men easily because they have something to prove. They are coming with more power because they are coming with more energy that, okay, after all, they didn't let me get here easily. I will not let them down. I will not let my gender down. So it is us coming together from the political, from the grassroots level, from this religious level, all the elections that I've seen as since I was growing up, I've always met women on the queue. You have few men on the voters queue. So we have the numbers. We are the one they come to meet in the market that will flood the place and make them and campaign for them and put them into positions. So if we decide in our head that it is our time to start changing things, in the home, if a woman says this marriage is going to work, it works. She finds a way. If she says that it's going to go the other way around, that marriage is bye-bye.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I believe that it is just when we're ready, we're ready.
Well,
And we are ready. I can
feel
the energy.
Yeah.
Talking about the National Assembly that failed to adopt the gender bill, which could have increased the participation of women in the legislature. Like, for instance, Rwanda is a country that has highest amount of women legislators. So what is your reaction to this development, and what can your group or others do to improve advocacy for women in politics and leadership?
Thank you for that. For what we do in Sisters Chillin is we pick topics that do societal issues too. So what we do is we use our social media platforms, like we are on Facebook as Sisters Chillin. Same thing on Instagram. What we do is constantly throughout the year churn out information that are useful to empower the woman to know your rights, to know how to deal with challenges, and to empower women with knowledge, basically. Because if you don't know you have something, if somebody else comes to tell you that, oh, you can be a president, you'll be wondering, president with, well, I'm not, you know. But if somebody tell you that, but you led this, you led that, you do this, you can do this, you can do that, you would know that, okay, let me try. You have some encouragement, which we do. Like our events, we make sure we promote ourselves. Those in modest fashion, we promote every Muslim owned business because of our members, their businesses. We promote them on our platform and during our events. So when you come, we showcase you to the public. Like this World Hijab Day was like an international thing. If you go online, you could see that the World Hijab Day, because I'm an official ambassador for World Hijab Day worldwide. So all the events and the happenings of that day was promoted even on their pages, on the worldwide pages, which means that we are bringing out what we have locally to the international world. We seek those kind of opportunities to open up doors for women so that in future things will not be at this level anymore. We will be playing big, inshallah.
We've been talking about the challenges facing women, from entrepreneurs assessing top management in the work position. But what are the prospects ahead?
With the groups that are coming up right now, that we're having, like the Enough is Enough group, I was listening to one of their interviews, and the advocacy I see around this gender bill, trying to push it back on table and see if they could revote it. We need to put more pressure on the government. That's basically what we're saying, and we need to do it together. We need to go back to each local government and go, and all these people we put in position, from the councillor, the chairman, all the way to Abuja, put them under pressure. You are representing us. Is it that you are for us or against us? So tell us which one you are. We need to put that pressure on them. And that way, as groups, we need to come out as mothers. We need to come out as businesswomen. We need to come out as entrepreneurs. We need to form more coalition and backing of the law. We go with the backing of the law. We need to remind them what the current constitution says and what the amendments we want to see are. So that way they don't just push us to the side or give us crumbs, at least not anymore. And I think we are going to get there soon. We are.
Very soon.
I'm very positive. Yeah.
Indeed, the overall aim is to harness women's ability to bring about effective changes on global socioeconomic development, whether in businesses or in leadership and management positions across organizations and the political space. Also, regulators in the Nigerian halal industry should give priority to modest fashion, as it will boost entrepreneurship and improve women empowerment. Thank you so much, Mrs. Olabimpe, for sharing your thoughts with us on halal fashion, gender inclusion, and economic empowerment. We appreciate your intervention.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye. And that will be all for today's edition. For more updates on Islamic finance, visit our website, www.proshaeng.com. Watch the Islamic Finance Weekly videos on the Web TV banking channels. Also, follow us on our social media platform displaying on the screen. Many thanks for watching. See you next week Friday for another episode. Bye.